Hello everyone, this is Vikas Tamang and I'm here to present you my team contribution on the sprint 2 of the healthcare tracking application. So we are currently working on a healthcare tracking application for our client Anirudh Phadke. The mobile application is going to be based upon India and our project is being supervised by Professor Elizabeth Nen, and the duration for this sprint is 1 month. So it started from 13th of April and it ended on 14th of May. So this is our team dynamics. I'm the business analyst and team leader in the project. Vishnu will be handling the backend part. Pradeep is developing or working on the front end part, and Sujana is the tester for our project. So on the right side, we have the task that we had assigned for ourselves for the sprint 2, and on the left we have the number of hours which was expected, which is differs from the number of hours worked because we ran into some problems. So I had my immediate uncle demised, for which I had to attend the funeral. Vishnu had to attend his brother's marriage in rural areas, so due to which there was no communication because of network issues. And Pradeep was having some problem with his development environment. And Sujana was the only active member during the time of 2 weeks, but since she had not received anything from the three of us, so she only worked on the documentation part and diagrams part in the project. So these are the tasks allocated for each and every individual on the sprint 2. So we have the user stories and the respective week allocated for it. So we have the acceptance criteria and the people who were assigned on the tasks and the number of hours they have worked on. So for my part, so I have already submitted the project storyboard for Rock Roadmap and Sprint 1 retrospective, so which was on Sprint 1. So for now, I have been working on the installation guide, feedback, project write-up, user manual, and other things as a project team leader. So the evidence for them are over here. So the first one is project storyboard, which is over here. So the product roadmap is over here. The third one is sprint retrospective, which is already on the Imahara portfolio. And the current one is installation guide, which is over here. So the prerequisites for the project is you need to have the Node.js, and is the package manager, and the React Native CLI, which is the tool required to run the app on cross platforms. So for the Android, you also, if you want to run the application on Android devices, then you need to have Java development kit installed on your devices, which is version 17 or above. So you can, I have also attached a download link over here, and if you want to download it using package manager Security, then you can just hit this code on the terminal. So you also need to have Android Studio download on the Windows if you want to run in Windows or Mac if you want to run the app on Android smartphones. And for the iOS or the Mac devices, you need to have download and install Xcode from the App Store. And then also you need to have downloaded the command line tools within the Xcode preferences. So for the installation, you need to clone the GitHub repo from the link given over here. Then you need to navigate to the folder which you have uh, cloned the project, and then you need to install the dependency of the package manager. And for Android, you can for Android, if you have the virtual device or the default app on your Android uh, emulator, so you can just hit an Android, But if you want to run the application on the physical device or your own mobile application, then you need to enable the developer options, which is off or which is hidden from you by default. And then you also need to turn on the USB debugging mode after turning on the developer mode, and then connect it to the respective device, which can be either laptop or MacBooks via a cable. Then you can just hit an Android on the terminal. And if you want to run the application on your virtual iOS device, then you can just open the project in Xcode and then select a simulator device over there, and then you can click the run button or press Command plus R. And same for physical device, you can uh, connect the physical device with the MacBook and then hit run or press Command plus run. So this is it for the installation guide. For the feedback, I've been communicating with the teams on Microsoft Teams. I'm sorry, I need to had it open. So yes, so Pradeep is the front-end developer. So I've been actively engaging with him on regarding the application and the application status, as you can see over here. Uh, and I'm also talking with Vishnu regarding the project and project details whenever, even though he was not over here. And then I'm also actively engaging with Sujana Bedi and helping her with the uh, installation part of the project or the application, or setting up the environment actually. Okay, we can say that. Okay, so this is it. And for the project write-up, I've been working on it using the Overleaf application. So let's recompile it over here. So I'm halfway through the documentation part. So over here. So this is it. So for the next thing is the user manual. So since we do not have a full application and it can change whenever you want, whenever there is an update from the client. So I'm just created the home page and that's it. And for the next part, which is the tasks as a project leader. So I've been assigning the tasks to team members and discussing with the team like what whenever the problem is there and how we can keep it, how we can fix it and keep up with the time frame. So the Trello is also updated over here. So for the sprint one, everything is complete as you can see over here. So on the sprint two, we have the prototype development and initial manual drafts, which have been developed and completed by the team members. So for the sprint two, we have the backlog of these three items. So the first one is AI integration and manual enhancement. So we are working on it. Uh, so we should be completing all of these three backlogs by next week, week 11. And currently we are on sprint 3, the week sprint 3 week 10. So we are on the backlog of this as well. So because of the earlier problem, but we should be completing a catch up with these tasks by next week. And these are the meeting ideas that we have implemented from other meetings. So as you can see, this is the meeting ideas implemented. So we have another board over here, which is meeting ideas premium and free features for the nutrition planner, which is assigned to Vishnu. So he just got back from his brother's marriage. So he should be completing it by next week. and then these are the tasks as a project leader. So for the backlogs, we have the development part, which is the big issue. So it has stopped me, Susanna, and um, all of us, as you can see, which is of course on track and should be completed by next week. So the feedback for the UI AI integration part should also be given, and the product should also be given, but because of the problem, we haven't been able to keep up with it. The installation guide is already finalized, but the user manual is still being worked on because of the changes that can happen on the development side. And for the last one is the AI integration for the application, which is mainly for the nutrition planner and customized workout plans. So for the sprint one and sprint two, it was mostly the same thing. So the first thing was streamlining development process and optimizing project so that everything can be finished within the time frame. The second one is effective team management and strategic decision making so that the project gets completed according to the phases that we have set up as target in the beginning. And we also have done the market research and analysis. Uh, I have especially researched on various tasks analysis, clear documentation and communication with the team. On the research and analysis, I have all the things set up over here. So the first thing is the target audience, the similar applications. I can open it up for you if you want. So this is the understanding the target audience. This is the research, and the next one was similar application SWOT analysis. So which what I have searched and completed our application with the similar applications that are already on the Indian markets. And the third one is the revenue model on how to generate revenue for the clients. So we will be going through the freemium model where we have some features for free, and if the users want the other features as well, then they can go through a plan, which is in-app subscription model or the freemium model. So these are the features that we will be implementing on our healthcare application. And the free features are step counter, BMI, basic nutrition tracker, and hydration reminder. And the third one is the unique selling point of our application. So I have also created the work breakdown structure for our chart. So we are currently on sprint 2. The Gantt chart is also over here. And the use case diagram for application is over here. On the lesson learned was communication with the client was busy necessary because we have had to change our basic or the requirement on the app, uh, which we initially thought was something else, but we are working on it now. And the supervising team is also a very hard task when me myself I'm into some problem, and when one of the team members is in some other problems. The project management was of course a very hard task because of the problems that comes in between, which is unexpected and unforeseen. And yes, so because of the delays, I have also we as a team have learned how to handle it and how to make it up or how to make up for it. And the things that could have been improved were the project planning, so for which we didn't think of any circumstances that would arise, but there were some unforeseen circumstances which led to the delay in the project. And the communication is also a key factor because since everything happened in a rush, and since we only have limited time frame for the project, so there was some mix up in the communication, which also led to delay and the work distribution. So since three of us were not working during 2 weeks, so we could have distributed the work, some of our work to Sujana, but we didn't do it. But we have improved on it, so we are working on it now. Thank you.